sentence, because that's going to appear on the test tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll work on that today. So I'm going to go through some of the other, should be okay here. Are you familiar? You guys are all familiar with transportation, methods of transportation?
Yes.
Yeah. So if I were to ask a question that says, if I had to get from New York City to Myanmar, you would know what is the most common form of transportation, right?
Yes.
So if I said, your options are, do I take a plane, do I take a boat, or do I walk? Which one does makes the most sense? I'm not going to walk to Myanmar, right?
Yes.
So a plane or a boat?
Boat.
Boat?
Plane.
Plane, right?
Yes.
I suppose I could take a boat, but that's going to take 100 times as long, right? So the fastest way to get there is on a plane. So that's, you're going to see a question about that. And then I have one or two questions in there about, remember we talked about recycling 2 weeks ago? So there's some questions, they're very simple questions on recycling in there as well, just to see how much you remember. Not difficult at all. If you were here, you should remember them. So, and then I'm going to have a story actually about an airport. Okay. And then I'm going to ask you some questions about the story that you read. The whole story is in there. So you can go back and look at it and to help you answer the questions. You don't have to memorize the story or anything. It's just how someone going through the airport and all the steps. Okay.
Yes.
So what I want to work on for this last half hour or so is figuring out, if I give you options on what word fits in a sentence, which one does not fit. Okay. And I think to help us here, I'm going to put the options in the chat so you can see them, because you'll be able to see them on the test, and that might help. So everyone look at your worksheets. We're going to use these sentences as a guide for us. So we just did number one. Let's do number two. Okay. So number two, we already know the correct answer is campground, right? So I'm going to give you 4 options, and I'll type them in here. So this is for number 2. Options are campground, okay, hotel, rental, or amenity, okay? So what I want you to do, and I just put it in the chat there, look at sentence number 2, think about it for a little bit. Which one of these 4 words just doesn't make any sense, right? Doesn't have to be we know campground is the best answer, okay? But which one just doesn't make any sense at all? Like it's complete. Amenity? Does everyone agree?
Yeah.
Excellent. That's correct, right? Because a hotel, a rental, and a campground are all accommodations, okay? Amenity is just something completely different. It makes no sense. It's a completely different language, right? Excellent. So we'll do number, let's do number 11, okay? Number 11. So look at number 11, guys. So your options are obviously souvenirs, the correct answer, right? That we talked about earlier. And I'm going to give you some more words though. Do that one. So I'm going to give you 3 options for this one. Okay. Number 11. So so which one doesn't make any sense at all? Souvenir, visa, or tourist trap?
Visa.
So who said Visa? Okay, so we have one for Visa. Anyone else have an idea?
It's
So,
correct.
so
No.
souvenir was correct. Souvenir definitely makes sense. It's more of just, it's between Visa or tourist trap, basically. So Ivy says tourist trap, Pan says Visa. Annie, you got to break the tie here. Which one do you think? Visa or tourist trap? Which one? Visa. Okay, so we have two for Visa and one for tourist trap. So tourist trap is the correct answer because it doesn't make any sense. Okay.
Yes.
Visa does make sense. Okay. You can technically collect visas, right? And they say, oh, some people hold up their passports and they go, oh, I've been to this country and I've been to that country and I've been here. You can't collect tourist traps. So Ivy was correct. That's not something you collect. It's more of just a thing that exists. All right. So we'll keep working through these. We'll go to number. We'll go to number 16. Okay, so the last one on your worksheet. I'll give you. So I'll give you some options here. I'm just looking at the word bank to see which one works the best, or some possible options for you. So I'm going to give you some words that aren't in the word bank, but you know them. Okay. So for number 16, 3 of these are correct. They can make sense. And then one of them doesn't make any sense at all.
Bucket list.
So we have one for bucket list. Anybody have a different answer? Or do you all agree with bucket list?
Agree.
Everyone agrees. Okay.
Yes.
Bucket list is correct. Very good. Right? Because you can't explore a bucket list really. But a destination, a country, a historical site, yep, a guide can help you go explore those places. So good job on that one. Let's go to number 12. Number 12 is a really good one. All right. And I'll type it in the chat here.